All right, all right. Thank the Lord for another beautiful, blessed day. Hope everybody's doing well as I give God all the honor, all the glory, and definitely all the praise. I want to talk to the teenagers for a moment. All the teenagers, this is coming from the heart and very important. Be careful. Be very careful. I know school has started back up, and already it's done been kidnappings and women being raped 15, 16 years old. And I want to say this all the time, young women, teenagers, please avoid jumping in these cars. Jumping in and out of these cars, if a stranger is coming up, try your best to run away and go get help. And I hope my nephews are listening at this, Jaquay and Jordan. You know, a few months back, Jaquay asked me about witchcraft. And he asked Pawpaw about it also, which is Papa JT, and demon spirits. And he told me that the teachers at school told him there is no such thing as witchcraft and these spirits. And he was really curious on what is these demons? What are these spirits? And the preachers do the same thing. They tell you don't even worry about it. And I had to tell my nephew, yes, it's in the Bible. Yes, it is real. And anybody that teach that is not, I feel sorry for them because it was all over the Old Testament and how these spirits can jump off into people. And I want to say this also, teenagers. Be very careful on Facebook. People are disguising themselves. They making up fake names and fake accounts just to try to get close to somebody. Now I want to bring you to this video because my heart goes out to this young lady's family. Shania Gray. She just got murdered by a 30-year-old man by the name of Franklin Davis. She was only 16 years old. And a couple of the kids from my church, teenagers, I hope y'all are listening, and I want to tell y'all to just keep praying and hold your head up. And what can you say when something like this happened? Because they was very close with Shania Gray. And just plain cold-blooded murder. I just saw this on the news this morning. This man was 30 years old. And, you know, when it comes to doing videos like this, it kind of pisses me off. And I try to hold myself, you know, in a respectful way. Because I try to teach the young men as well as I try to say words to the younger women, because I know too many women where I'm at, younger women, they want to go outside with these little skimpy outfits on. They trying to get all this attention. Let me tell you, young ladies, you do not want that kind of attention. Not saying that Shania Gray was doing this, because what I looked at, this girl was heavy into her track. School. She was a beautiful young woman. Lord rest her soul. And what was happening is she was going to testify against Brother Franklin Davis in a rape trial. He already admitted to the crime. He all on Channel 4 said that he killed her. Murdered her. He told a story how he shot her twice and then put his foot in her neck to finish choking her to death. And he said that a demon got into him. I don't know if the young man was telling the truth or not. He said he couldn't fight this demon off of him, and that didn't supposed to happen. He admitted to the crime, and he showed the police where the body was at, young people. He left that poor little body in the park alongside the Trinity River. They said that he tried to rape her 4 times. He said that's not how it happened. He was accused of sexual assault with her back in 2010, if I'm not mistaken. And he used to let her babysit his 2 children. Now this young woman is gone. See, teenagers, you got to be careful with these parties. See, young men, you got to be careful. Young women, you got to be careful. Please don't jump into these cars. Please try your best to stay away from these parties. Please don't try to keep fitting in, because this fitting in can get you killed. It's dangerous out here. I was looking at all the track medals and how awesome she was in the track and field. And I believe she transferred from Mesquite High School to Hebron. And to the ones at my church, y'all, I know y'all are grieving. And when somebody takes a life, it's really hard to say things to try to make you feel better. Because let me tell you something, JT know a little something about being charged with aggravated sexual assault. I was charged with that. I was accused of that. I had to go through some hell and hot water to just get my life back together. That's why when I get on camera, let me tell you something, it's not worth it trying to fit in and please your so-called friends. Young folks, I hope y'all are listening. This is from the heart. And my big brother PP Drawings can probably tell you the same thing. I'm going to say this again. 15 minutes out of your life, young men, can cause you 15 years or even cause you your life. All of these parties, this sex, this fornicating, all of this stuff that's going on that seem like it's right because we want to be curious, it's not worth it. Times are getting harder. And once again, be very careful on Facebook. Facebook right now is almost like one of the main reasons people are getting divorced. People are meeting each other and creeping out, sleeping around, hoeing around, and getting killed behind it. This young brother took this teenager's life. So to my young women, y'all know who y'all are. I'm not going to try to name. There's too many of y'all to name. Y'all know me. And y'all know when I talk, I hope y'all are listening and it ain't going in this ear and out the other. Respect yourself. It's a lot of older men coming after y'all. And some of y'all want to be old and look older. And we all know, let's just keep it real, some of y'all body is developing as a 30, 40-year-old woman at the age of 16. And when a man get behind closed doors, he's not finna ask you how old you are. He got one thing on his mind, and he's trying to get you. So if you can avoid it, young women, and then young men, remember, it's some women that will hollow out rape on you just because they can't have you. Trust me. I know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about what I heard. I'm talking about what I went through and what you can go through. And let me tell you something, these laws have changed. I got a book over here full of the law. I know a whole lot about the law. That's why the police can't stand me when they stop me. I know what's going on, and I try to tell the truth. And I want you to be on guard, young men, and be on guard, young women. Try your best. Jordan, Jaquay, if you're looking at this video, listen at your uncle, because I'm not trying to spoil your fun or whatever, but I'm trying to keep you on guard to wake up. And there's some fast young women out here as well as fast young men out here. You want to be curious. I already understand that. You at that age, your hormones are jumping. That's normal. But remember the consequences of what can happen. Think about your future. Think about college and all this. You hanging around these buddies if they trying to get you to smoke and fit in and all of that stuff. Be different. Ain't nothing wrong with being different. Your uncle was different. And people going to look at you crazy when you different. You don't have to fit in. So young ladies, I hope y'all are listening, and young men and parents also. Keep up with where your children are. Nowadays, half of these parents don't even know where their children are. They didn't play that with us growing up. They wanted to know where we was going, who house we was going over, and where in the hell was their parents at. Let's wake up, people. My prayers are with the Gray family. My heart goes out. I'm praying hard for y'all. Y'all have lost a beautiful young woman who had a bright future. And young man done took her future. Now, young man, now you have to worry about being locked up or probably facing the death penalty. And now your daughter, or if you got two daughters, they're going to grow up without their daddy. Now they're going to be trying to look for what to look for in the father figure, and now you in the penitentiary. You see how this thing just keep, oh, Lord have mercy, it keep going on and on and on, and it just keep going and keep going. Generation after generation. This is why we got so many young women that grow up messed up and so many young men grow up messed up because there is no parents around. Be careful in the school. Be careful outside of the school. Be careful, and God bless all of y'all. JT is praying for the children. Y'all know my heart is with y'all. I'll see y'all next time. May God bless you. YouTube family, I love y'all. Y'all stay up, hold your head up, and let's just keep on praying for one another and lifting each other up in a special way. God bless you.